Hello everybody, my name is Krillin, bringing us yet another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be finishing the Krillin duo. Yesterday I made an AGL one that can help with the Universal Survival Saga and representatives of Universe 7. He has a very strong active skill, which he can, stun and cancel dodging of enemies, which can come in pretty handy later on in events with possible more Janembas, UI Gokus, other characters that can dodge, and then Super Battle Road, where you can be, stunning multiple enemies at once. So I can see him as a pretty good unit for those type of things. This one, on the other hand, will be free to play, just to finish off the trio of the triple Kamehameha units with Goten and Trunks, which you can see in the background. I definitely do like the art style, other than the fact that, Krillin's looking a little dumbfounded, so he's not exactly in the most mood for the Kamehameha. But, I'm sure they'll be able to figure something out if they made a cart like this. His name is Long Used Powered Krillin, mainly because Trunks has Mustard Powered, and then Goten has With Everyone's Power. So I just kind of wanted to finish with something power style units. His stats are just free to play, so they're not overly ridiculous. 10,423 HP, 11,856 attack, and 1694 in defense. Kamehameha category, key plus 3, all stats plus 70%. Kind of the continuation with them, with the other two being Kamehameha categories, but him being free to play, he won't be the same, leader skill as them exactly. And then I kind of was thinking about making him an easy A to make him a bit more viable, just because most free to play units you won't want to use, because, free to play units aren't exactly the thing that you want to be pushing into a team. But I think, his passive will be enough to actually warrant running him. His super attack is the triple Kamehameha. It's the same as the other two, but he will be the one to come out first, and then those two will come and support him in a couple of seconds after he does his Kamehameha. And then it causes supreme damage to the enemy, same as theirs, and raises attack by 30% for 2 turns. This is big because it's kind of like the not B pan, AGL pan, where she can give it to the next rotation. So if you're on rotation with the Trunks or Goten or both, then he'll be giving active support with his passive, or passive support technically, or you can be giving it on off rotation where he'll super attack on the other rotation, give them a bit more strength for their super attacks and theirs. And then his passive skill is called Faith, Hope, and Trust. Just kind of like how it sounded. Attack and defense plus 50% at start of turn. Nothing too crazy. It could be 70. Movie Heroes category, ally key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 20%. So he will be good for those two and for any other movie heroes. But the big thing is that Hybrid Saiyans category, key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 20% if there is an ally whose name includes Trunks Kid or Goten Kid attacking in the same turn. So it's kind of an interesting thing to finish off the trio rather than getting a huge buff for himself with a lot of damage and then the damage reduction during super attack just because one of the other is on the rotation with him. He'll actually be able to support them even more because that's kind of what he is the big support while they're doing a lot of the damage. So in the end, he'll support them even more, and this counts for any Hybrid Saiyans. So it can also go for any, Gohans, Buldas, Pans, things like that can also be getting the buff from him once he has it active, as long as they're on his rotation. And then also damage received by 15%, reduced damage received by 15% if a Goten Kid or Trunks Kid are attacking in the same turn. This can stack up to 30%, as long as, it can't go to 45, so you can have, LR Goten and Trunks Kid, so they are both in that name, so that will get him to 30%, so if you have another one of Trunks Kid or Goten Kid, it won't get him to 45%, because their names are already said. The reason why I made him int is because, you already, AGL 1 was yesterday. There's a Strength Baba Shop one, but it seems like they might be getting Awakenings into something good. Physical has the LR. Tech also has a Baba Shop, which they might be getting something soon with Easy A's potentially or anything. And then there is already an int one, but that's a Battlefield one, who also has Easy A, but then this is a different type of Easy A, so it could be interesting like that. The reason why I chose for int is the fact that there is one int Trunks Kid. There's no base form. There's an SR Super Saiyan form. So if you're trying to run a mono, he'll help there. Maybe I already said that at the beginning. I don't remember. I've tried recording this a couple of times. I keep getting interrupted. I am at work, so occasionally things come up. So, but yeah, overall, he'll really help with the any movie heroes looking through it. All the styles for any hybrid Saiyans that you could do. They'll help the LR Go Bros, of course. They'll help the other movie hero support Gohan that they're any of the Gohans from the uh, BoJack movie or anything else. Any other Gotens if you don't want to run that int one, or you can't maybe. If you want to run any of the Trunkses that are also there, if you can't. And then, for any other, of course, I'm just saying the ones that would get the double passive stuff. Trunks would also be there, and then all the other just countless movie heroes and whatnot. And then Majin Buu Saga, there are, the couple of units that would get the double buff, a couple of units that would get a single buff, that would get the alternate buff, things like that. So those are viable. So obviously, you've heard of the categories. Majin Buu Saga, Kamehameha would also be pretty good there. Earthlings, you have the physical LR, so you really wouldn't be running this one as your Earthling Krillin. So, and then movie heroes, just a phenomenal unit there because everybody would be getting some type of support. At minimum, one of the two supports. Some would be getting two. So his links are Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Z Fighters, Turtle School, Experienced Fighter, Courage, and Shattering the Limit. Just because, usual Krillin links, usual Earthling style things, and then, of course, because he is not Fierce Battle, he is Shattering the Limit to awaken. Overall, I really do see him being a fairly good unit on the teams that you would run him on. Mainly movie heroes. You would run him on Majin Buu, just because there are a lot of overlap between movie hero and Majin Buu that you could do. So, I mean, for one, the Trunks and Goten, they are on Majin Buu. LR Gobros, I believe, are on Majin Buu. So, you have a lot of units that could be getting the double buff, that could be proccing to activate the second buff. So if there was, running movie heroes and you have, a Trunks on rotation or Gohan on rotation, same with Majin Buu Saga, then they could start getting that second buff. Hopefully, they add something like this just to really, to finish the triangle, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who do want that kind of trio of units finished. I know I certainly do. I would love to see what they could do with the Krillin. Making him like this would be pretty cool because his whole shtick was supporting there at the end. So something like that. Of course, you could always have like a Krillin 18 cell card. I could have done something like that. But I mean, that does it for this video for the most part. I will say this is the last one of this, so if you guys do want to start putting in the comments what you want to see as my next category for me to put 7 characters in, or as the next character for me to make 7 of, please do let me know. I probably won't be, if you say Krillin, I probably won't do Krillin because I've already made 2. Maybe later on, or occasionally when I need like a random 5th unit, I'll throw in, something that isn't one of these 2 that I already created, or like an alternate version of them I could do, just kind of increase the amount of random characters that are in there. But that's all for this video. If you guys did enjoy, do consider hitting the like button. It lets me know that you are enjoying the content. And down in the comments, tell me what you did like, and also, be telling me what you want for next time. If you guys didn't like it, then go ahead and dislike it. It lets me know that you aren't enjoying something that I'm doing, and then hopefully in the next video, I'll be able to fix it. Hopefully tomorrow I will actually be able to do another one of these. If there isn't enough votes, or anything, then I'll just choose a random character, and then I'll start doing that until I do get votes to actually do a different character. But if you guys want to know when that video comes out, the best way to know is by subscribing. It'll always be able to hopefully pop up in your sub box, maybe hit that little bell, and then you can be notified when I upload, so that you guys can see the next installment of this little series, anything I do with, summons. Maybe I'll do stuff with Beerus, if he gets sales. If he doesn't, then I probably won't be doing summons on him. There definitely will be a decent bit of stuff for the 5th year stuff, obviously. I might do a showcase kind of the Rose. I am almost done with his Easy A. I haven't had a lot of time with work and sleeping and stuff. But yeah. But that does it for this video. Bye, guys.